Only newscast broadcast from Vancouver Island. We're employee owned and we're staying.
We've had vehicle capacity reduced. We're hearing from people about how long it takes them to travel the last 2 or 3 kilometers into downtown.
After years of construction and changes to traffic patterns, downtown Victoria businesses say stop with the road work already. Are HOV lanes the answer?
And how was the water?
Lovely, lovely. Feels cold going in, but it's actually quite warm.
Thetis Lake may look inviting, but it could be dangerous. Island Health is saying it's better to stay out. And our own Paul Haysom is in Vancouver, where he describes the scene there as pure chaos. After Canada's game against Switzerland, the party continues. CHEK News starts now. Good evening. Thanks very much for joining us tonight. It has been a massive day for Team Canada at the FIFA World Cup. The entire country watching as Canada took on Switzerland in Vancouver this afternoon. On the line, a chance to advance to the knockout stages of competition for the first time, and with a win to play again in Vancouver. Such a big day. We decided to send Paul Haysom over to Vancouver to get a feel for the excitement. Paul joining us now live from the middle of the action on Granville Street in downtown Vancouver. Paul, tell me about your day. What's it been like over there today?
It's been absolute chaos. That is the best way to put it, Stacey. And yes, win or lose, the party's still very much on here along the Granville Strip. You can't see it right now. There's actually a group of guys playing soccer in the middle of the Granville Strip. All the guys from Victoria just wanted to come over and be a part of the day. But yes, it was a heartbreaking 2-1 loss for Canada to Switzerland just up the road at BC Place. But despite that loss, history was still made. For the first time ever, Canada has moved on to the round of 32, the knockout stage of the World Cup. And I gotta say, the moment Canada scored their lone goal of the game, this city, this province, this country erupted. That is what hope looks like, or in this case, promise. As promised, David made it a 1-goal game. As you can see, the bars and restaurants spilling onto the Granville Strip. Now, this was a pretty tense match with major implications. A win or draw for Canada would have meant winning the group and playing their next game in Vancouver. But Switzerland is ranked 19th in the world for a reason. And after a scoreless first half, the Swiss scored 2 quick ones to start the second, cranking up the nation's stress levels in the process. Now, Canada did score that beauty in the 76th minute, and then it was a nail-biter from there as they almost tied it multiple times. Just not meant to be. 2-1 Switzerland the final. They win the group. Canada finishes the group in second thanks to goal differential. That means their next game is going to be down in LA, and despite that tough result, Canadian fans are feeling good.
We put in a great effort.
They're moving on. It's not the result we wanted, but we're still moving on.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The boys rallied, but in the end, it's how she goes.
It's pretty fun. I feel like everyone's come together to cheer for Canada, so it's always nice.
Is Canada a soccer country?
Yes. This is the number one host city. Number one host city in the world.
Well, I've lived here my whole life, and it's always so quiet, but now it's awesome. It's just such a fun environment to be in, and it's such a privilege to be in a host city and have your host team play in the host city.
Oh yeah, you can hear the party going on behind us right now. That's because Brazil just won their game. Now, here in Vancouver, the party started well before kickoff. There was a parade at 10 a.m. The parade so exciting, it actually cut down cell towers, and anyone was able to broadcast their position. So we will try and get that biz to you coming up at 6. But I got to tell you, the vibe in this city right now is electric, and Canada is going to be playing on Sunday at noon. Who they face, we don't know. All that we know is that game's going to be held in Los Angeles at 12, looking like it's going to be South Korea again. That can't be confirmed at this point, but what can be confirmed is that Vancouver and BC certainly has World Cup fever. Stace.
I think that's pretty clear, Paul. Thanks so much. Great job from the streets of downtown Vancouver. We will check in with you in a few minutes' time. Have fun. Enjoy it. That's Paul Haysom live in downtown Vancouver on Granville Street. And you know, you didn't have to leave the island to cheer on Team Canada and a crowd of fellow fans. Watch parties in Langford, Fisherman's Wharf, and Victoria's Market Square all buzzing today as Canada took on Switzerland. Here's a look at Market Square, just a sea of red and white this afternoon, some draped in Canadian flags. The event getting going with the crowd singing "Oh Canada" before breaking into mass applause and chants of Canada. Right before kickoff, Market Square isn't just showing Team Canada games, by the way. You can catch Ecuador, Germany, Tunisia and Netherlands, and Turkey versus USA tomorrow. To other news now, with all the construction in Greater Victoria these days, it can be tough finding a way to get around the gridlock. Bus lanes help transit riders and bike lanes give cyclists their own path. But what about all those people sitting in cars? Corey Sidaway takes a look at one idea popular in larger cities that is slowly picking up some speed.
No matter where you go in the capital region, there seems to be gridlock. With dozens of roads closed for maintenance, many of them major arteries, the DVBA is asking for a breather.
Let's just take a pause and let's examine where we're at and where we're going to be over the next 10 or 15 years and what the downtown needs regionally in order to be able to continue to thrive.
The association is asking for a 4-year pause on non-essential road work like bus or bike lanes or boulevards that take out vehicle capacity to assess downtown traffic flow.
We've had a lot of transportation changes in and around the core over the last several years, and we're hearing from our members and in our public opinion poll that people are increasingly finding it difficult to travel in and around downtown. We've had vehicle capacity reduced. We're hearing from people about how long it takes them to travel the last 2 or 3 kilometers into downtown, and that discourages people from coming downtown.
It's an ask in an election year that's a no-go for the city's mayor.
Road work is done when road work is necessary.
But there is one idea the mayor says is worth exploring: HOV lanes, specifically on Douglas.
If there was a way to accommodate additional uses where it would not have a negative impact on transit, that's a conversation to be had.
Whether that's the private vehicle, whether that's the plumber, if they're sitting in traffic trying to get by while a lane beside them is sitting empty, that doesn't seem to be the most efficient use of that roadway. We want to reward people who maybe will choose to carpool.
The idea, and that's all it is at this point, would combine the existing bus and bike lanes with an HOV lane. It's a concept the local transit lobby fundamentally disagrees with.
HOV lanes are not the solution that we need on one of the busiest transit corridors in North America. The problem with going to HOV lanes is, for one thing, you now need to enforce them, which is even harder.
The latest CRD data from 2022 on transportation shows that 69% of Greater Victoria residents rely on cars for daily travel. And those car users, according to the DVBA, want change, or at the very least, a quicker path getting from A to B.
On Checkpoint tonight, we're asking, should high occupancy vehicles, HOVs, be allowed in all bus lanes? You can vote in tonight's web poll at checknews.ca. We'll have results for you a little bit later in the broadcast. Victoria police are on the lookout for this man who's wanted in connection with 2 armed robberies that occurred earlier this year. 42-year-old Andrew Anthony Charles is facing several charges, including robbery, use of an imitation firearm, disguise with intent. The 2 armed robberies happened on April 6th, the first at about 9:15 p.m. in the 3000 block of Shelburne. The second was about 9:40 p.m. in the 1900 block of Oak Bay Avenue. Anyone who sees Charles or has information about him is asked to call police. After weeks of opposition from parents, teachers and advocates, the Sauk School Board has voted to cut early childhood educators from classrooms. Trustees say the decision was necessary to help close a budget shortfall, but critics argue it's students who will ultimately pay the price. Chadis Leo reports.
It's really disappointing. It's sort of the worst way to end the school year.
1 month after parents and advocates stood up vowing to fight school budget cuts.
It is incredibly hard to watch decisions being made that do not consider the real world impact on students.
Their worst fears are now reality. The Sauk School Board voting to remove early childhood educators, saving the district about $560,000.
This is about the budget, and I'm concerned if we don't make decisions that someone will come in and just make them for us across the board. It's not an easy decision.
Early childhood educators are support staff in kindergarten classrooms. They work alongside teachers as an extra set of hands to make sure students get the support they need. The ECE program has been in place since 2018, but because it was funded by the district rather than the province, trustees say it's simply not financially sustainable. ECEs had been in about 30% of kindergarten classrooms across the district as of the next school year. All of those roles are now terminated. The district couldn't comment on camera today, but says no employees are losing their jobs and ECE staff will move into other roles, mainly as education assistants. Education assistants provide extra support to children with disabilities, learning challenges, behavioral needs, or complex medical conditions for K-12 students.
It just means people are going to be stretched more thinly next year.
All school boards in BC are required to balance their budgets by June 30th. Suk says slowing enrollment and inflationary pressures have forced the board to make difficult decisions. In addition to cutting the ECEs, the board has also cut $1.3 million in administrative costs. Zenny says it's time for the province to step in and give districts more dollars.
We would like to see the dollars that are currently being diverted to private schools in public schools because they're public funds. That would go a long way to addressing the shortfalls that we see in the public system.
With the budget now approved, those opposed to the cuts say their true impacts won't be felt until the fall, when classrooms open without ECEs, who have become a key part of the learning environment.
After 4 days of difficult work, crews were finally able to free a humpback whale that was entangled in fishing gear off the coast of Vancouver Island earlier this month. The entangled whale, Artemis, was first spotted in the Strait of Georgia on June 11th by Navy crew members. That crew then worked with Fisheries and Oceans Canada to assess and track Artemis and help disentangle the whale. The DND saying Artemis was successfully freed from all remaining ropes on June 14th. Fisheries and Oceans Canada says that ghost gear, or fishing gear that has been abandoned, lost, or discarded, is one of the most harmful debris in the ocean. It's estimated that between 600,000 and 800,000 metric tons of ghost gear enter the oceans on an annual basis. That's according to the DFO. Another regional lake is under a blue-green algae advisory. The Capital Regional District issuing the alert for Main Beach at Lower Thetis Lake. As Mary Griffin reports, most beachgoers are taking the warning in stride.
How was the water?
Lovely, lovely. Feels cold going in, but it's actually quite warm.
On a hot summer's day, these Thetis Lake beachgoers are taking signs warning of a blue-green algae bloom with a grain of salt.
We saw that in the car park, and somebody was coming who'd just been swimming. So we asked her, did she think it was an issue? And she says she's been swimming here all her life, and she swims most days, but then from July or mid-July she doesn't swim so much.
The lake is inspected on a regular basis by staff with the Capital Regional District. They issued the blue-green advisory after detecting the algae.
Once we've got a visual confirmation and we've conferred with the health authority and our colleagues in environmental protection part of the CRD, we will do twice weekly inspections, and we continue to do those until we visually are not able to identify any more blue-green algae in a lake, and then at that point we'll start doing chemical testing to determine whether or not there is actually any presence.
Blue-green algae generally presents as surface scum on the water. It's toxic when it dies and releases cyanotoxins that are potentially harmful to pets and can cause illness in people if ingested. It's not always visible.
If you come into contact with it, you could get things like skin irritation. If you ingest the water with blue-green algae in it, potentially you could get headaches, tummy aches, abdominal pain. For pets and livestock, it can be more serious. It can cause liver failure if they ingest the water.
McIntyre says while the blue-green algae blooms often happen during the summer, they can occur any time of year.
Some years we get it, some years we don't. I think, with more heat spells, longer periods of heat, it is more conducive to algae growth, but not guaranteed.
But these beachgoers say the risk is worth it.
As long as you're kind of like in the middle here, it happens even over at the sides.
Meanwhile, a long-standing blue-green algae alert at Beaver Lake remains in place nearly 3 years after it started. While there's no alert at neighboring Elk Lake, where the CRD says a $1.4 million oxygenator meant to reduce blue-green algae blooms is working as expected.
Well, look who has caught World Cup fever, Ed and Jeff. Looks like you're supporting the Mexican side down at the Fisherman's Wharf today, and what a day to be a football fan.
Yeah, well, we're not alone. I'll tell you, there are Mexican fans here at Puerto Vallarta Amigos down at Fisherman's Wharf everywhere. Yeah. And it's a beautiful night tonight. A little bit of breeze, which makes it feel a little cooler, particularly if you're wearing a leather Mexican jacket, which can be warm on a 26-degree day.
Yeah,
are you cooking?
Miguel Espinoza, who is the president of the Victoria Association. You tell us what you are.
Victoria Mexican Association.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. First of all, talk about this match coming up against CHEK. You're already 2-0 and looking to make it 3.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always say we win a win, and most of the time we win.
Well, that's good, and it's been a great atmosphere. You've been down for several games. The Mexican community's been down here cheering on your side.
Yeah, we had the Argentinian game here with Messi and everything. We had the Colombian couple days ago. It was crazy here. Now the Mexicans coming, so every day we have all teams here, and it's a good atmosphere, and everybody happy. And look at the weather. We can ask for more.
Weather's great. Food is fantastic.
Oh, yes, sir.
We just got the jet stream coming in off the kitchen here right now. It's terrific. Big festival that you have planned and put on for 20 years here is coming up.
Yes, this year is so important because that's the 20th anniversary, and I have some surprises here, some shows they never see. One of them I want to tell it is the rope, Mexican rope. I don't know if you guys see it. It's a beautiful lady. They go to do some try to do the rope around and everything. We have the mariachi, we have the Mexican folklore dance, we have Miguelito Valdez, and we have a really good restaurant. They got to be like 4 different restaurants here from Victoria. Wow. Locals here, and churros. They got to be all kind of the events are for the kids, and we have the hockey team and the baseball team and the football soccer team. They got to be there.
Big party.
Festival Mexicano. What dates?
July 11 and 12 is Saturday and Sunday from 12 o'clock in the 12 o'clock afternoon to the 6 o'clock. It's free event, and it's a family event. And we're going to have a beer garden close around as well.
Good stuff. That's all going on at Ship Point. Good seeing you, my friend.
Yes, thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, good to see you.
You guys, they really look Mexican with this shirt.
Do we look Mexican?
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know. I appreciate that, but I doubt it.
I doubt it too. The big match starts here at 6 o'clock, and should be a big crowd down here, so we're looking forward to the match. And a little too bad for Canada earlier today.
Yeah, but they play on that still, so that's the great news coming out of today as well, guys. Looks like you're having fun down there at Fisherman's Wharf. We'll see you again in a couple of minutes. Thanks. Also, still to come on CHEK tonight, the federal government says it will use legislation to help expedite the construction of 3 massive new projects. We'll tell you about that and this story.
So they're going to underpay us. To me, it's pre-planned theft.
The policy that allows customers with excess power to essentially sell it back to BC Hydro is changing, and that has solar panel users amped up. That story's next.
Now's a great time to set goals to reach your financial success. Maybe you want to make a few updates to your home or anything else you've been dreaming of accomplishing. How would you use $80, $280, or even $2.8 million? Call us today.
CapitalDirect.ca. Saratoga Speedway and Saratoga Motorsports Park is the Comox Valley's #1 destination for family entertainment. Head to SaratogaRacing.ca for a full look at all upcoming 2026 events and get your tickets now. Also, make sure to stay close to the action with Speedway RV, the North Island's newest campground. With over 100 sites, a general store, pool, and more, Speedway RV is the place to stay. Book your site now at SpeedwayRV.ca. Black Creek, Saratoga Speedway and Speedway RV, Vancouver Island's home of speed and family fun.
Live viewing on the big screen, live entertainment, and free family-friendly programming. Experience the Summer of Soccer in downtown Victoria. Catch the action at participating bars, pubs, and community events until July 19th. Visit dvba.ca/Summer of Soccer.
It's Dollar Drink Summer at McDonald's. Get a small fountain drink or a small iced coffee for just $1 each plus tax all summer long. Dollar Drink Summer, only at McDonald's.
A line isn't a limit. It's a starting point. Remitly helps turn hard work into steady progress by keeping your money in play. Move, manage, grow your money worldwide. Remitly keeps up with your global life.
Time to ride on the flip side.
Flip side. Weekdays at noon on CHEK.
Wing Comox was called in to rescue an injured hiker on the West Coast Trail today. According to Captain Brad Little, the Joint Rescue Coordination Center called in the 442 Transport and Rescue Squadron to help evacuate an injured hiker who had sustained serious injuries in a fall on the trail near Port Renfrew. A Cormorant helicopter was brought in to hoist the patient to safety. They were taken to Victoria General Hospital. In Montreal and Laval, Quebec today, two separate funeral ceremonies being held for a city police officer and a civilian. Both were shot and killed by a gunman on Monday in Montreal's Côte de Neige neighborhood. The man suspected of carrying out the fatal shootings is also dead. Authorities have released limited information about him beyond his identity and the fact that he came from Lethbridge, Alberta. If you are one of the thousands of British Columbians who purchased solar panels to cut down on your hydro bill, chances are you're not thrilled about changes coming next week. BC Hydro is tweaking an incentive program, and as Kendall Hansen tells us, it means less money in the pockets of solar panel owners.
What have we got there? 8 panels.
Port Alberni's Bill Collette loves his solar panels. He installed 42 panels in the summer of 2023 and hasn't had to pay a hydro bill for more than 2 years under BC Hydro's net metering program.
Like today, with a nice sunny day, we'll generate close to 100 kilowatt hours of power. We'll use less than 10. So that excess gets sent to BC Hydro for us to claw back at a later date.
But BC Hydro informed him earlier this month the utility is ending the program with a new self-generation rate structure starting July 1st. Here's how it works. If you're on the old system, you're protected for 10 years from when you started, but after that, BC Hydro will pay you 10 cents per kilowatt hour. That's instead of the current setup where you get a free kilowatt of power later in return for every excess kilowatt your panels send to the grid.
Well, today they charge us almost 11 cents a kilowatt hour. And in 8 years from now, they'll probably be charging us closer to 20 cents per kilowatt hour. So they're going to underpay us, obviously force us into paying for hydro again, at least a portion of our hydro. And that's just, to me, it's pre-planned theft.
BC Hydro says since starting the net metering program in 2004, close to 20,000 customers have joined, and the cost of electricity it buys in the summer doesn't have the same value as electricity in the winter.
We have to make sure that what we're paying the customers truly reflects the cost for electricity and the cost for us to take it and then redistribute it and sell it back to our other customers.
BC Hydro also notes the BC Utility Commission decided those pre-existing customers not be grandfathered for more than 10 years.
With this new rate structure, what we want to do is move to a more fair rate for all our customers, because we were basically subsidizing the net generation before, paying more than what the market rate for electricity would be.
Colette isn't buying it, especially after spending thousands on solar panels under the old system.
We did so recognizing that, yeah, it would take a while to get that return, but We've invested it because we are doing our part in climate change and everything that we're all worried about. And so BC Hydro pretended to be a partner with us in 2023, but they're no longer a partner. They've pulled out of the partnership.
Colette hopes there will be an uprising among solar producers and BC Hydro might reconsider the changes that he says would help convince others to also invest in solar power.
The federal government is looking to use its powers to expedite 3 major projects in the north, major road projects in Nunavut and the Northwest Territories, and a nuclear waste site in northern Ontario. This is the first time the federal government has sought to use the extraordinary powers created by Bill C-5, which allows them to bypass some rules and regulations to build projects faster. But critics say not fast enough.
These projects have been talked about for decades. Today, we make good on a promise we made to Canadians. Less talking, more building.
Unfortunately, though, the government just seems, for the last year, seems to have just been doing victory laps. And today's announcement doesn't forward these projects.
Coming up after a short break, we will check back in with Paul Haysom live in Vancouver, where he has had a day. I'll tell you, we'll hear from Paul, and we'll have more news of the day when CHEK News returns. Stay with us.
The Canadian dollar was down today. The TSX fell 191 points and the Dow was up 182. The Nasdaq dipped 110, gold in the red 140.60 an ounce, and oil shed 287 to 70.34 a barrel.
BC's best late model stock car drivers return to Saratoga Speedway June 27th to the 28th for the Gary Marcus Trucking Battle of Black Creek. 2 125-lap races. Tickets at SaratogaRacing.ca. Saratoga Speedway, Vancouver Island's home of speed.
Boxing Day, Canada's biggest sales event of the year, is over 170 sleeps away. But you don't have to wait, because the Bricks Boxing Day is back with 2-day deals. Save $1,000 on this genuine leather reclining sofa. Scott Living dining table just $7.98. Matching chairs only $1.99 each. Exclusive English laundry team just $9.99. And get this LG 55-inch Nano 4K TV for only $5.99. The Brick, saving you more.
Power your future with OceanVolt. We're leading the charge with our fully electric fleet and tools, providing solar panels, EV chargers, and battery storage, keeping your home powered day and night. OceanVolt, your clean energy experts.
I'm Ian Bird, the new CEO of the Victoria Foundation. Here's your Victoria Foundation Community Check-In.
Sunfest is a country music lover's paradise featuring chart-topping country stars, incredible food, camping, activities, and so much more. Visit sunfestconcerts.com for tickets. This family-friendly free admission event features live music, traditional food vendors, cultural demonstrations, a beer and wine garden, and classic Italian vehicles. Enjoy an evening of music, food, and drink at the beautiful Weston Bear Mountain in support of the redevelopment of Easter Seals Camp Shawnigan. This self-guided driving tour features 7 stunning gardens spanning from Cedar to Nanoose, with proceeds benefiting local literacy and community initiatives. Victoria's Inner Harbour will set the stage for Canada Day celebrations, featuring a lineup of local musicians, activities for all ages, and a fireworks finale.
The Victoria Foundation, a proud supporter of the Community Check-In.
Watch the sky turn into a canvas of color with Saturday fireworks at the Butchart Gardens. Enjoy fine dining, then settle in for an original choreographed show to music Saturday nights in July and August. Visit butchartgardens.com for showtimes.
Right here in Vancouver Island, Big Wheel Burger and its incredible customers have raised and donated over $750,000 to local community charities since 2020. When you support local, you build better communities. Big Wheel Burger is a proud community partner.
Are you ready, team?
Ready to outrun your trivia competition?
That is a huge number.
Where knowledge isn't power.
Are you ready to catch her?
It's survival.
Don't stop me now. Let's get to it.
The chase is on. Wednesdays at 9 on CHEK. This CHEK program is brought to you by
Barclays Fine Jewelers. Come and experience our exclusive private bridal showroom.
When local news matters the most, CHEK now sends updates right to your inbox. Local news, local events, local people, 7 days a week. Subscribe on checknews.ca. Proudly supported by Bathfitter. Book your free consultation at bathfitter.com.
Of course, it was Team Canada taking on Switzerland in Vancouver today at the FIFA World Cup, and we knew the crowds would be pumped, so we simply had to send our Paul Haysom over to be right in the middle of it all. And Paul, that's where we find you now on Granville Street in downtown Vancouver. Lots of people comparing World Cup fever to the Olympics in 2010, but by all accounts, I think it's better. It seems to be more energy, and people are more pumped up about this FIFA World Cup.
You know, that is a really good point, Stacey, and lots of people have been commenting on that. From the ferry ride over to just being here, there's that certain national pride, that swelling that happens when it was an Olympic Games and now the World Cup. But because the World Cup is so foreign, just the third time Canada's ever competed, it feels so much different and so special. We are here along the Granville Strip. It was an unbelievable game today. 2-1 for Switzerland. Canada lost, but they finished second in the group, which means they're moving on to the round of 32. That guy says hi to his mom. Now, we were mentioning earlier, Stacey, off the top, win or lose, the celebration is here. Canada did lose today, but they are moving on. But I found some winners as well. My friend here, Colin from Zurich, Switzerland. First off, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
How was it? You were inside the game today. How was it?
It was a great atmosphere. Couldn't ask for more. Sportsmanship on the Canada side was amazing. Everything was red. So it was amazing. Amazing game. Very tough game.
Yeah, it's good that you're wearing red because you can kind of mix into the crowd. But just what about the hospitality from Canada, from Vancouver? How have you enjoyed your time here?
It's been amazing. Like, we felt welcome from the very beginning. So many things to do around here. So couldn't ask for more. Amazing, amazing. And we came from the US, and Canada was amazing as well. So good to be here.
What's better, Canada or the US?
That's an easy one.
I thought so too. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck into the next round. Your next game is here in Vancouver. You can see it's just a party everywhere. Keep moving with me a little bit here. See, this is right. Everyone's Team Canada. Canada everywhere. This is everywhere you go. You can't think without thinking Canada. It's a whole lot of fun. And coming up on CHEK, off to you. Coming up on CHEK News at 6, we're going to show you some of that parade viz that happened at 10 a.m. That was chaos as well. A whole lot of fun, and we'll check in again very soon. Stace.
Oh, thanks so much, Paul. It just sounds like the best party and the best group of people celebrating the really beautiful game. So thanks so much for putting yourself in the center of it. You're doing a great job, and we'll see you next hour.
Right back to you, John.
Oh my goodness. StubHub, the online ticket resale site, is facing thousands of complaints from angry fans demanding refunds. Turns out the company has canceled mass numbers of tickets to World Cup matches across North America, often just hours before game time. Dave Segelins has that story.
It was to be a dream event for Christmas. Tickets to watch Canada versus Qatar on home soil in Vancouver. Good enough to pay StubHub $11,000 for a pair of prime seats.
I made the decision to go through StubHub because there was numerous articles about fraud websites pretending to be scamming tickets.
But StubHub never delivered the tickets. He frantically contacted them weeks, days, hours before the game.
We stayed up till 4 a.m. trying to get this problem solved.
But like for thousands of other fans across North America, StubHub at the last minute canceled the tickets. No explanation, no replacements.
We're talking about StubHub, FIFA World Cup ticket fiascos.
This industry podcast host has collected legions of similar stories.
So we're witnessing at massive scale one of the biggest collapses in the history of ticketing.
StubHub blames FIFA and its app, which is required to enter stadiums, while FIFA has told fans not to purchase from third parties and referred all questions back to StubHub. This music industry manager says StubHub is renowned for not delivering.
People are selling tickets that they don't actually have.
Like recent concert tours, Oasis and Olivia Rodrigo, where speculators offered ghost tickets for sale, and when it came to the day, resale websites failed to deliver.
We need to ban speculative ticketing for one. Selling something that you don't have should absolutely be illegal.
In Vancouver, Mark Gallagher is still fighting StubHub for his $11,000 refund, but he says he's speaking out, hoping to do more than just recoup his money.
It's so wrong because emotional stress and anxiety they put you through is unmeasurable.
StubHub says it's investigating and will honor its money-back guarantee.
Health Check is brought to you by Maycock Eye Care, helping you keep sight of what's important since 1949.
France has announced its first case of Ebola. The infected doctor who had returned from a humanitarian mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The virus is continuing to outpace response efforts there, according to global health experts.
Contact tracing is still not at the level needed. Capacity at treatment and isolation centers is insufficient. Safe and dignified burials remain a major challenge. The health system is under pressure.
The epicenter of the outbreak is in Congo, where there have been 1,094 documented cases and 277 deaths. Uganda has confirmed 20 cases with 2 fatalities. This outbreak was caused by the rare Bundibugyo strain of the virus, for which no authorized vaccines exist.
Lyme operates in about 230 cities around the world. We're one of the leading micromobility companies in the world.
Lime bikes are coming to Victoria. We'll tell you why the e-bike giant won the bid to serve the city. Jordan Cunningham has the story next.
I'm Ed Bain. Your full island forecast is on the way, but first, here's a look at weather around the world. Rain in Finland as Helsinki topped out at 13. 31 in cloud for Cozumel, Mexico today. And over in the UK, the heat continues with Manchester reaching 31 degrees.
Weather around the world is brought to you by ComSense Cabinets. Designed for your space, built for your life. This CHEK program is brought to you in part by Real Rug Washing by LoverRug.com. Fall in love with your rugs all over again.
We live here, we work here.
And we care about getting your move right.
You Move Me provides big-hearted service.
With friendly, uniformed, professional movers.
A stress-free move is within your reach.
Book your best move ever at youmoveme.com.
From pop music legend Cyndi Lauper, the Tony and Grammy-winning feel-good best musical about seizing your destiny and being who you want to be. Kinky Boots, playing the Royal Theatre July 7 through 12. On sale at rmts.bc.ca.
Boxing Day is back at the Brick with 2-day deals. This Springwall Eurotop Queen mattress is just $679. And get 40% off this beauty rest, it's only $849. The Brick and the Brick Mattress Store. The right mattress guaranteed.
Feel right at home with the Comfort Group. Whether it's cold or hot outside, you need comfort inside. From Victoria to Campbell River, the Comfort Group is the name homeowners trust for total home comfort. Delivering heating and cooling built for the island climate, the Comfort Group is your local heat pump expert. Heating, cooling, and electrical. Trusted comfort for every home, for every season. The Comfort Group.
The Government of Canada is bringing down your costs so you can get ahead. With the new Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit, eligible Canadians will save up to $1,890 per family in the first year alone. We're also suspending the federal fuel excise tax on gasoline and diesel to help bring down gas costs this summer. Because a more affordable Canada is a stronger Canada. Learn more at canada.ca/gettingahead.
It's Dollar Drink Summer at McDonald's. Get a small fountain drink or a small iced coffee for just $1 each plus tax all summer long. Dollar Drink Summer, only at McDonald's.
What questions could Ancestry help you answer? Who came before me? Where else have we called home? What journeys shaped us? With so many answers to be found, what will you ask first?
Not all pets are made the same. Clearly, their nutritional needs are no different. At Royal Canin, we're obsessed with breed health, from coats to joints and digestion. It's food that's a perfect fit. Save 35% on Royal Canin with AutoShip at PetSmart.
Since 1967, Island Marble has been Victoria's bathroom specialist.
Thank you for making us part of your renovation journey over the years. We promise to keep delivering expert craftsmanship and outstanding service. Discover the possibilities at Island Marble.
At the Old Farm Market, we're doing everything we can to lower prices.
Lower, you can do better than that. That's not good enough.
What are you doing, Chris?
Hunting for deals, like you asked.
The Old Farm Market. Not corporate, not complicated, just great produce at the lowest prices.
What can custom window coverings and closets do for you? What do you want? Custom window coverings and closets. Rafael & Brown Window Covering Center.
A year ago, the City of Victoria announced it would be accepting proposals for an e-bike company to begin operating in the city. Well, today we know who won the bid. Instead of the BC companies servicing other municipalities in the CRD, the city has selected an international e-bike giant. Jordan Cunningham has more.
A rollout is coming.
We're expecting to start this summer.
For a little more than a year, we knew an e-bike share program was coming to Victoria city streets.
Yeah, Victoria is finally getting a bike share program.
It's the evolution of modern transport. And today, we found out which company won the bid to service the city.
Why was Victoria such a key market for you?
It's got a really strong cycling community, strong cycling infrastructure.
Lime Canada will be the city's official provider of e-bikes and helmets.
Lime operates in about 230 cities around the world, and that list is growing every day. We're one of the leading micromobility companies in the world.
Lime is a giant. You've probably seen them in other cities docked neatly at curbside, and you've probably seen these stations in Saanich, Langford, and Colwood. Evo is a BC company run by BCAA and is already operating on the South Island.
Are you guys putting forth a proposal?
You bet.
Just like they promised last spring, Evo did submit a proposal, but lost out to Lime. As a result, you won't be able to rent a bike in Langford or Saanich and leave it in Victoria. Connectivity with other communities wasn't king when it came to the contract.
Major reasons is over time we're going to have physical docking stations come into the city. Physical docking stations are, you see them in other cities where you lock the bike into a structure, and what that will mean is that our streets, sidewalks remain clean and of debris and clutter from the bikes.
Leanne Bueller is the head of Evo. She couldn't speak on camera today, but tells CHEK News, quote, surprised is an understatement that the city went with another provider. Evo's car service currently operates in Victoria, and Bueller says the company hopes to compete again when the opportunity arises. As you can see, Evo's anti-theft tech works well, so too does Lime's. We won't see a repeat of the U-Bike program that was adopted in 2017, the infamous green bikes that could be left anywhere, and often were.
I remember seeing bikes dumped on the gorge.
Scooters and other options could come to the city down the road, but this rollout is set for later this summer.
Well, we know what's rolling out in Fisherman's Wharf, and that's some pride for Team Mexico and for FIFA World Cup in general. Ed, it's just a party everywhere you look.
Yeah, it really is, and the Mexicans know how to do that better than most, for sure. Getting ready for the game against Czechia, starting at 6 o'clock here tonight. Lots going on down here at Fisherman's Wharf here at Puerto Vallarta Amigos. We're just outside of it here, that great restaurant here at Fisherman's Wharf. This is Lucy, who is a terrific artist who's been working for weeks on this horse. I love it. Tell us the story of this now.
Well, I'm inspired of the alebrijes, which are the very Mexican pop culture of tradition. They believe this crossover of animals becoming to one animal, and they help guide the spirit to cross to the other world. So it's Day of the Dead inspired as well. But you can see a lot of these creatures in Oaxaca, Mexico. Yeah. They sell like this little wood.
Very colorful, obviously, and this is this is a seahorse kind of a theme, right?
Yeah, it's a horse that wants to be a seahorse. You can see a lot of sea-inspired theme on it, because we're in Fisherman's Wharf, of course.
Yes.
So you can see the whale tail of the Victoria traditional animal, and you can see all the colors that.
You've worked a long time on it. You still have a lot. The other side needs to be get the detail on that as well.
I'm working lots of hours on it.
I'm sure you are.
I'm putting also my heart on it. With respect, because I'm not Mexican myself, so I'm from Colombia, but I research all the little details that have to go on the alebrije.
Well, you've done a beautiful job, Lucy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, come on down and have a look at that. And have a look at this. Here's our Futurecast. I've not seen a large green mass for a while, but you're seeing one right there. So there's that sizable frontal band coming in, the large front. It's closing in off the north coast. It's going to bring in some rain by Thursday night and into Friday. So those are going to be the 2 wetter days here. Temperatures will be cooler. That'll be the real story here as temperatures get to about 21 on Thursday, only about 18 for both Friday and Saturday. All right, North Island first off here as always. Going to see occasional showers tonight, followed by some morning rain. Late morning, mind you, but rain coming in and 15 degrees up there. About 20 in showers for Sayward on Thursday. Over to the west now, where the rain kicks in pretty steadily here for tonight and tomorrow for Tofino. So a wet day tomorrow at 14 degrees. We're going to see some windy conditions coming in Thursday night there as well. And afternoon rain set to pull into Port Alberni, a high of around 20. Into the east section now, the Comox Valley and Campbell River. Increasing cloud tonight. By tomorrow afternoon, that frontal band will start delivering some rain into the Comox Valley. So it's a 20-degree high there. Same deal for Nanaimo, Ladysmith, and Duncan. More of a showery event coming in. But again, that'll be later in the afternoon. High temperature still a little above seasonal at 21. All right, cooler air coming into the southern tip here as well. Beautiful night tonight. The wind is picking up. We're getting that southeast wind tonight, and we'll get that again tomorrow. Fairly strong across, very strong across the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Could gust to 80K at times, but we'll deal with that as it comes in overnight tonight and then through tomorrow. So showers coming in late day tomorrow, 21 for the high. Rain coming in on Thursday night. All right, onto the map of BC. So Vancouver looking at showers and 21 for tomorrow. Warm day for Kamloops at 30. Kelowna also hot at 32 and mostly cloud, mind you. And then thunder showers getting into Prince George and Cranbrook. As we take a look at the cross-Canada picture here, Edmonton gets a sun-filled 27-degree Thursday, but by the time they get into the weekend, they're back into another stretch of rain, the last thing they need there. Thunder showers for Saskatoon and Winnipeg. Thunder showers in 17 for Toronto at best tomorrow. Thunder showers also into Montreal, and then a few showers and a few sunny breaks into St. John's. All right, here's the extended look. So North Island, you're headed for wet days here for tomorrow. Showery pattern after that Friday and Saturday. You can see those temperatures hovering around the mid-teens, about 17 on Saturday, and then dry days coming for Monday and Tuesday. Well, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, with a slighter shower chance for Tuesday, but conditions will be around the 14 or 15 degree mark for temperatures. So cooler air for sure for everybody. Same for the South Island here as well. So, excuse me, the Central Island. 60% is the shower chance tomorrow, and that'll get to rain for Friday at 19 degrees. That'll be the wettest day for everybody. Showers again Saturday, followed by a sunny, decent-looking Sunday at 22, and then mixes coming in for Monday and Tuesday, right around 20 and 21. South Island, our shower chance is not big for the afternoon, but by tomorrow night, we're going to get that rain moving in. So it's a rainy Thursday night, a rainy Friday. Should be dry, only about 18 on Saturday, and then a mix for Sunday at 20, and then 2 cloud-covered 19-degree days for Monday and Tuesday. All right, to our celebrations tonight for Country Grocer, and we have a lot of them here, so let's get to it. Anniversary tonight for Alan and Flo Jacob on their 60th in Victoria, and Al and Sherry Cooner celebrating 60 years in Colwood. Anniversary as well for Ross and Doreen Husden, celebrating 64 years in Victoria, and Larry and Bonnie Sawyer, happy 65th anniversary to you up in Nanaimo. Cobble Hill, Walt and Leah Zabel live there, and they're celebrating 65 years together. And Chuck and Edith Stark also celebrating 65 years in Victoria. Anniversary for Ray and Hazel Colley, 65 years for Ray and Hazel in Victoria. And how about John and Janet Mayland in Shawnigan Lake, 71-year anniversary today for John and Janet. Now, the birthdays here, we have Dave Stewart turning 94 in Nanaimo, and Mary McDonald turning 99 up in Qualicum Beach today. And 2 more to go here. These are big ones. This is Ann Strachan's 102nd birthday in Cumberland, and in Port Hardy. Up in beautiful Port Hardy, Marie Paulet Cote, 103 today. So congratulations. Those are impressive numbers to turn, and we hope everybody's had a great day. Great night tonight here at Fisherman's Wharf. Jeff standing by on the upside to tell you more about the big match, Mexico and Kazakhstan, not Czechia. Kazakhstan. Yes, Czechia coming up at 6. I don't think Kazakhstan's in this, are they?
I don't think so. I don't
believe so.
But
no.
it's going to be a good match, and you know what? The energy is starting to build. I can see it behind you. It's going to be fun to watch the match from Fisherman's Wharf. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.
It will be, yes.
You bet. Copenhagen Zoo is riding high after welcoming a third baby giraffe in as many months.
This year's been unusual in the sense that we've had 3 giraffe births since March, and that means that all of our 3 female giraffes have given birth.
The zoo in Denmark's capital is part of an international giraffe breeding program. The species is not endangered but is vulnerable. The giraffe population has declined significantly in the wild over the past few decades. That trend has made zoo births like this all the more important. Oh, if you didn't know, a group of giraffes is called a tower, and when a wild herd is on the move, it's a journey of giraffes.
Checkpoint is brought to you by Traveland RV, now in the Cowichan Valley and Parksville. Get your affordable, reusable vacation today.
Our checkpoint question tonight: should high occupancy vehicles be allowed in all bus lanes? And our web poll results show 57% of you say yes, HOVs should be in those bus lanes. 43% don't think they should. Much more still to come. We'll head back down to Fisherman's Wharf. Mexican fans getting super excited for the upcoming match against Czechia. Jeff King will tell us all about it on The Upside next.
Welcome back to the 90s, where play went next level. This was the era of street sports, big teams, and endless after-school adventures. Recreation grew, families got moving, and our centers became the place to connect. Rewind, refresh, create. Relive the fun at West Shore Parks and Recreation.
Bathfitter didn't just fix the bathroom. We engineered a revolution. The PermaFit system, custom built to the millimeter, delivering the ultimate watertight solution. Bathfitter, more than a renovation, a revolution.
Discover Vancouver Island's sweetest little secret at the entrance to Port Alberni. Coombs Country Candy. Handcrafting delicious chocolates, fudge, brittles, ice cream, and so much more. Coombs Country Candy. Stop by the shop or order anytime at shopcandy.ca.
It's time to buy for the VGH Plus Hometown Heroes Lottery's huge early bird.
Order now before it's too late.
Choose 2 amazing vehicles.
Or win a cruise around the world.
Or tons of tax-free cash.
Win with BC's bravest at heroeslottery.com.
Now is a great time to help you set goals to help you reach financial success.
Maybe you want to reach that success by making a few updates to your home.
Or anything else you've been dreaming of accomplishing.
A Capital Direct FlexiLine can get you there.
How would you use $80,000, $280,000, or even $2.8 million?
For your best financial health, choose FlexiLine Fitness from Capital Direct.
Call us today.
CapitalDirect.ca.
Let's cut to the chase. You don't need a truck that talks. You need one that shows up. Work days, game days, and these days. Because the minutes, the hours, and the days add up. And Ram is up for them all. Ranked the most dependable full-size truck by J.D. Power and backed by Canada's best warranty of 10 years or 160,000 kilometers. You better believe that nothing stops Ram.
The quest for the Holy Grail begins with Monty Python's Spamalot, presented by Broadway in Victoria, August 28th to 30th at the Royal Theatre. You can win 4 seats to opening night. Go to checknews.ca for your chance to see the funniest musical on Broadway.
At Il Spa Brewing Company, we're proud to be local. We're Victoria-owned, using great local ingredients to put our own spin on every beer. Come by and grab a glass from one of our 21 taps. It's a great way to meet your neighbors.
Sitting on the sidelines is not in this family's DNA.
These guys are the real deal. They do anything for each other, and anything for the greater good. My book, You're a Lucky Man, counting them as your family.
Blue Bloods, Wednesday and Thursday nights at 8. The Upside is brought to you by IBEW Local 230.
Well, they're set to sing the anthems in the Czechia-Mexico game, and I know folks are paying close attention at Fisherman's Wharf. Jeff, what a fun environment to watch this match.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so good. Ed and I are sporting the jerseys, and so are, we got a couple hundred people down here just about to see the kickoff to this big game. Of course, Mexico 2-0, looking for their third win at the World Cup. So there's a party going on down here. George Mills with the Greater Victoria Harbour Authority. He's the marinas manager. Talk about the atmosphere down here. It's been dynamite.
It's brilliant. It's been good right since the tournament started. And even like every week down here, the guys have live music Friday nights, every second Saturday night as well. So it's just the place to be.
Well, the locals sometimes are the people that don't get down here and enjoy Fisherman's Wharf. It's in our own backyard.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like I still meet people that grew up here that go, wow, this is here. Right. And there's just so many activities going on, from the kayakers, the whale watchers, the restaurants, and like I say, now we've got FIFA, so it's so much fun.
Yeah, well, talk about being the marinas manager, so that includes Ship Point, that includes the cruise ship terminal. So, yeah, we got the locals here, but, I mean, we're meeting people from all over the world every day.
Exactly. We're expecting 1 million people this year coming off the cruise ships, downtown, the Inner Harbor, all the regattas, a lot of Americans coming back. Don't let anybody say the Americans aren't coming. We've got tons of bookings for regatta clubs with different cruise clubs coming up. All the events going on at Ship Point this year. We've already done Swiftsure, the Race to Alaska, the Dragonboat Festival, and we're only just starting. Ska Fest is this weekend.
I was just going to say, there we go. The game, the kickoff is underway here, and Ska Fest. Speak to that, because there's a free show tonight at 8 o'clock.
Tonight, so after the game, head straight down to Ship Point, enjoy some great live music. It's just, we're just trying to create as much fun this summer as we can.
Yeah, well, you're doing a good job, George. Good to talk to you. We're going to get Ramesh in here right now, the owner of Puerto Vallarta Amigos, and wow. Yeah. Talk about the party that's been going on here, and not only just for the Mexican games, you've been showing all the different games.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, we want to thank the Harbor Authority. They've been super supportive for us, and they've been really, really good for us. So every Friday we try to have some sort of entertainment, and we are trying to broadcast like as many games as we can, so then people have a place so then they can come with their families and enjoy a safe space and a beautiful scene.
Yeah. Talk about the Mexican community here on the island, and certainly in Victoria. It's vibrant.
Yes, of course. I mean, there's a big Latin community, Mexicans, Colombians, Argentinians living here, and we are trying to create a space where people can bring their families and have a little piece of Latin heaven in Victoria.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and your food's dynamite too. I've eaten here many times, so come down and enjoy that. And talk about seeing the scene in Mexico City and what that means to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's very. I feel very proud as a Mexican that the World Cup is happening in Mexico, and we're one of the host cities. So it really makes me really happy. Yeah.
And as a guy living in Canada now, to see what's been going on in Vancouver, and just how well people have gotten along. There's been no problems, no trouble. The beautiful game brings the beautiful people together.
Exactly. I mean, that's why we wanted to do something, have a screening here, because soccer really brings people together. Like, all you need is a soccer ball and some friends to enjoy the sport, right? Like in hockey, you need the rings and the skates and the jerseys and everything. In soccer, you can play with someone, with your best friend, and you only need a ball to enjoy the sport. So.
Well, thanks for having us down here, Ramesh.
Thank you so much.
Puerto Vallarta Amigos, that's the place. Get down here tonight. The party's going on, and we'll check in on some of the fans and show you some of the atmosphere coming up with Andy next hour as well.
Oh, that sounds great, Jeff. It's great that you are able to work in that environment, because there's no time for work. There's too much going on.
This is the place to be. That's for sure. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Thanks so much for telling us about it. We'll see you next hour, Jeff. Well, Andy is here, and boy, oh boy, there's Ska Festival coming up this weekend. It's just nonstop, and we're still not even into July yet.
No,
so
not yet.
It's big fun.
The weather feels like July.
Oh boy, it sure does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, fantastic. Well, what do you got coming up at 6, Andy?
Well, we'll check in with Paul Haysom again, who's in Vancouver for Canada's final group stage match today. Although a loss, still historic for Canada getting through to the knockout stage. A legal battle is brewing as well between the owners of the artifacts from the Titanic and the U.S. government. We'll get into that. And also the somehow controversial Gordie Howe Bridge now appears to be a bit of an election issue in the state of Michigan. So we'll tell you about that. And also Ethan Katzberg, the great hammer thrower from Nanaimo, he's getting set for the Commonwealth Games star-studded group for Canada's athletics team as they get set to go to Glasgow, Scotland next month for the start of the Commonwealth Games.
Great, fantastic. Looking forward to all those things, Andy. Thanks so much. Well, that's a wrap for me. I'm Stacey Ross. Thanks so much for being with us. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I'll see you back here again tomorrow. In the meantime, have a wonderful night. Stick around. Andy's up next with CHEK News at 6. Take care.
I would have taken this position 3 weeks ago.
Canada's final group stage match at the FIFA World Cup, and fans gather in a sea of red in Vancouver and Victoria.
It's sort of the worst way to end the school year.
The Sault School District budget cuts that critics say will cost students the most. Plus,
let's just take a pause and let's examine where we're at.
Why downtown Victoria businesses want roadwork to stop, and the traffic option Victoria's mayor says is worth exploring. This is CHEK News at 6.
Well, it was all red again today at Market Square. That has been transformed into Soccer Central in downtown Victoria, and the excitement for Canada's final group stage match against Switzerland today. Many draped in Canadian flags, and the event got going with the crowd singing "O Canada" before breaking into mass applause and chants of "Canada" before kickoff. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Well, the match itself was in Vancouver, where there were high hopes for Canada to win the group. And although Switzerland pulled out a 2-1 win, Canada is still moving through to the knockout stage for the first time ever. Now, normally we would say Paul Haysom is off tonight, but he's joining us from downtown Vancouver in the middle of the action in Granville Street, where it hasn't really slowed down. I was wondering about your voice, Paul, hoping you still had some, because it's a loud atmosphere where you are.
Yeah, Andy, I'm on tonight, and I can say Vancouver is on tonight as well. Consider this, the game wrapped up about 4 hours ago, and the Granville Strip still rocking. Win or lose, the party is on. But yes, it was that heartbreaking 2-1 loss for Canada to Switzerland at BC Place just up the road. But as you mentioned, history still made for Canada. They made it to the group stage, or the group of 32 stage, the knockout stage, for the first time ever. And I gotta say, when that lone Canadian goal was scored today, this city, this province, and this country exploded. Yeah, that's what hope looks like, or in this case, promise, as promised David made it a one-goal game. Tense match with some major implications. A win or draw for Canada would have meant winning the group and playing their next game here in Vancouver, but Switzerland ranked 19th in the world for a reason, and after a scoreless first half, the Swiss scored 2 quick ones to start the second. Canada did score that beauty, as you mentioned, in the 76th minute, and then it was a nail-biter from there, but it was just not meant to be. Switzerland 2-1 the final. They win the group. Canada finishes the group in second thanks to that goal differential, but despite the tough result, Canadian fans still feeling good.
We put in a great effort.
They're moving on. It's not the result we wanted, but we're still moving on.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The boys rallied, but in the end, it's how she goes.
It's pretty fun. I feel like everyone's come together to cheer for Canada, so it's always nice.
Is Canada a soccer country?
Yes. This is the number one host city. Number one host city in the world.
Well, I've lived here my whole life, and it's always so quiet, but now it's awesome. It's just such a fun environment to be in, and it's such a privilege to be in a host city and have your host team play in the host city.
Now here in Vancouver, the party started well before kickoff. This was a scene around 10 a.m. as the Voyageurs led thousands of fans, including Premier David Eby, from Science World to BC Place. The smoke bombs, the drums, the anthems, the national pride, it was certainly all on full display, as Canada is proving it very much is a soccer nation. But that next game for Canada is going to come quickly. Sunday at noon. Haven't confirmed who they're going to be playing, although right now it does look like it could be South Korea. Again, that game Sunday at noon Pacific time. But Andy, I got to say, we were on the 7 a.m. ferry this morning. The ferry was a sea of red and white. So many Canadian supporters just wanted to come over here and be part of this. And we spoke to a lot of people who did have tickets to the game, but most people didn't. They just wanted to come be a part of this. And why wouldn't you? I say the province certainly has World Cup fever.
Paul, one big moment in today's game that didn't happen. We've been waiting for Canadian captain Alphonso Davies to possibly get in. Head coach Jesse Marsh yesterday said, although he wouldn't start, he would likely get in. Was there reaction to Alphonso not getting into the match today?
Yes, I can tell you every fan was wondering, where's Alphonso? I think we're still trying to figure out soccer to some extent, because some guy goes, why doesn't Canada just pull the goalie? Which they don't really do in soccer. But going back to Alphonso Davies, really good point. Jesse Marsh was actually asked after the game, why didn't you use him? He's one of the best players on the planet. And the head coach said, actually, it was a decoy. He was not ready for today's game. We were trying to play head games with Switzerland. He was not available, but he will be available for Sunday. How healthy he is, how he's going to play. He's coming off that injury, still yet to be seen. But that would be a big boost if you have Alphonso Davies in that already strong Canadian lineup. Andy.
Canada's been a banged-up group, but now we know they are going to the round of 32. Vancouver will have an elimination game. It won't involve Canada, but you are certainly surrounded by a bunch of soccer or football fans tonight. But on to LA for Canada, on to BC Ferries for Paul Haysom, who's back in tomorrow. Have a great ride back home, and great stuff tonight, Paul. Thanks for doing this. Well, after weeks of opposition, the CHEK School Board has voted to cut early childhood educators from classrooms. Trustees say the decision was necessary to help close a budget shortfall, but critics argue it's students who will ultimately pay the price. Janice Leo reports.
It's really, really disappointing. It's sort of the worst way to end the school year.
1 month after parents and advocates stood up vowing to fight school budget cuts,
it is incredibly hard to watch decisions being made that do not consider the real-world impact on students.
Their worst fears are now reality. The CHEK School Board voting to remove early childhood educators, saving the district about $560,000.
This is about the budget, and I'm concerned if we don't make decisions that someone will come in and just make them for us across the board. It's not an easy decision.
Early childhood educators are support staff in kindergarten classrooms. They work alongside teachers as an extra set of hands to make sure students get the support they need. The ECE program has been in place since 2018, but because it was funded by the district rather than the province, trustees say it's simply not financially sustainable. ECEs had been in about 30% of kindergarten classrooms across the district as of the next school year. All of those roles are now terminated. The district couldn't comment on camera today, but says no employees are losing their jobs and ECE staff will move into other roles, mainly as education assistants. Education assistants provide extra support to children with disabilities, learning challenges, behavioral needs, or complex medical conditions for K-12 students.
It just means people are going to be stretched more thinly next year.
All school boards in BC are required to balance their budgets by June 30th. CHEK says slowing enrollment and inflationary pressures have forced the board to make difficult decisions. In addition to cutting the ECEs, the board has also cut $1.3 million in administrative costs. Zenny says it's time for the province to step in and give districts more dollars.
We would like to see the dollars that are currently being diverted to private schools in public schools because they're public funds. That would go a long way to addressing the shortfalls that we see in the public system.
With the budget now approved, those opposed to the cuts say their true impacts won't be felt until the fall, when classrooms open without ECEs, who have become a key part of the learning environment.
Well, the Downtown Victoria Business Association says unnecessary roadwork needs to stop and current traffic flow should be assessed. And while Victoria's mayor says there's one idea that may be considered, that puts up roadblocks for another group. Corey Sidaway explains.
No matter where you go in the capital region, there seems to be gridlock. With dozens of roads closed for maintenance, many of them major arteries, the DVBA is asking for a breather.
Let's just take a pause and let's examine where we're at and where we're going to be over the next 10 or 15 years and what the downtown needs regionally in order to be able to continue to thrive.
The association is asking for a 4-year pause on non-essential road work like bus or bike lanes or boulevards that take out vehicle capacity to assess downtown traffic flow.
We've had a lot of transportation changes in and around the core over the last several years, and we're hearing from our members and in our public opinion poll that people are increasingly finding it difficult to travel in and around downtown. We've had vehicle capacity reduced. We're hearing from people about how long it takes them to travel the last 2 or 3 kilometers into downtown, and that discourages people from coming downtown.
It's an ask in an election year that's a no-go for the city's mayor.
Road work is done when road work is necessary.
But there is one idea the mayor says is worth exploring: HOV lanes, specifically on Douglas.
If there was a way to accommodate additional uses where it would not have a negative impact on transit, that's a conversation to be had.
Whether that's the private vehicle, whether that's the plumber, if they're sitting in traffic trying to get by while a lane beside them is sitting empty, that doesn't seem to be the most efficient use of that roadway. We want to reward people who maybe will choose to carpool.
The idea, and that's all it is at this point, would combine the existing bus and bike lanes with an HOV lane. It's a concept the local transit lobby fundamentally disagrees with.
HOV lanes are not the solution that we need on one of the busiest transit corridors in North America. The problem with going to HOV lanes is, for one thing, you now need to enforce them, which is even harder.
The latest CRD data from 2022 on transportation shows that 69% of Greater Victoria residents rely on cars for daily travel. And those car users, according to the DVBA, want change, or at the very least, a quicker path getting from A to B.
The Capital Regional District has issued a blue-green algae alert for Main Beach at Lower Thetis Lake. But as Mary Griffin reports, most beachgoers are taking the warning in stride.
How was the water? Lovely, lovely. Feels cold going in, but it's actually quite warm.
On a hot summer's day, these Thetis Lake beachgoers are taking signs warning of a blue-green algae bloom with a grain of salt.
We saw that in the car park, and somebody was coming who'd just been swimming. So we asked her, did she think it was an issue? And she says she's been swimming here all her life, and she swims most days, but then from July or mid-July, she doesn't swim so much.
The lake is inspected on a regular basis by staff with the Capital Regional District. They issued the blue-green advisory after detecting the algae.
Once we've got a visual confirmation and we've conferred with the health authority and our colleagues in environmental protection part of the CRD, we will do twice weekly inspections, and we continue to do those until we visually are not able to identify any more blue-green algae in a lake. And then at that point we'll start doing chemical testing to determine whether or not there is actually any presence.
Blue-green algae generally presents as surface scum on the water. It's toxic when it dies and releases cyanotoxins that are potentially harmful to pets and can cause illness in people if ingested. It's not always visible.
If you come into contact with it, you could get things like skin irritation. If you ingest the water with blue-green algae in it, potentially you could get headaches, tummy aches, abdominal pain. For pets and livestock, it can be more serious. It can cause liver failure if they ingest the water.
McIntyre says while the blue-green algae blooms often happen during the summer, they can occur any time of year.
Some years we get it, some years we don't. I think with more heat spells, longer periods of heat, it is more conducive to algae growth, but not guaranteed.
But these beachgoers say the risk is worth it.
As long as you're kind of like in the middle here, it happens even over at the sides.
Meanwhile, a long-standing blue-green algae alert at Beaver Lake remains in place nearly 3 years after it started. While there's no alert at neighboring Elk Lake, where the CRD says a $1.4 million oxygenator meant to reduce blue-green algae blooms is working as expected.
After 4 days of difficult work, crews were finally able to free a humpback whale that was entangled in fishing gear off the coast of Vancouver Island earlier this month. The whale, identified as Artemis, was first spotted in the Strait of Georgia on June 11th by a Navy crew. The DND says Artemis was successfully freed from all remaining ropes on June 14th. Fisheries and Oceans says fishing gear that has been abandoned, lost, or discarded is one of the most harmful debris in oceans. DFO says between 600 and 800 metric tons of ghost gear enter the oceans on an annual basis. Well, it's a big day for the FIFA World Cup. 6 matches in total. Canada's already played. Mexico is on the pitch right now, and helping to celebrate are Jeff King and Ed Bain. Gentlemen at Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah, where everybody is, and the party is on, and the Mexican celebration, they're just waiting for that goal so they can just explode here at Fisherman's Wharf. And we've got our great friends with us, Angelique and Alexa, tonight.
Yeah.
So what do you think the score might be at the end of the game, Alexa?
5-5.
5-1, did you say?
Yeah, 5-1 for Mexico?
All right.
Yeah, well, I like that. That would be good. Well, Mom, tell us about, you've been from Mazatlan and you've been, here for several years. Talk about the Mexican community and, rallying together here at Puerto Vallarta Amigos, and the party's on.
Yes, well, we're very fortunate to have this hub here on the wharf. Oh my gosh, I don't want to miss it. But yes, the community comes here and gathers to watch the game and support also the local businesses here. And Puerto Vallarta Amigos is the place to be tonight.
Yeah, and you're such a big part of this community. We've been here before Cinco de Mayo, and you're part of the Mexican dancers that are here. But a mariachi band now as well. Talk about that.
Yes, Mariachi Sin Frontera. We started about 2.5 years ago. You haven't had the chance to come and see us, but yes, we put on performances during the year at different events. We've played here at Puerto Vallarta Amigos, but I would like to invite you both to the Mexican Festival, Festival Mexicano, July 11th and 12th. Starting at 12 p.m. down at the Inner Harbor, Ship Point Inner Harbor. There's going to be the mariachi band, the ballet folklorico. Other bands will be there as well, and many other performances. Great food from the food vendors.
20th year for that festival. It's a big festival.
That's right. Miguel Espinosa and the Mexican Canadian Community Association have put it on for 20 years now, and I'm glad to be part of it since about 14 years ago.
Yeah. Well, you're a huge part of it, and your grandma watches, so let's give her a shout out.
Yes. You say hi, Granny.
Hi, Granny.
Yeah. I love that, and I know, and so Alexa was having an ice cream a little while ago.
We're going to bring Gia in here.
Gia's over from Jackson's Ice Cream, and she has. Thank you very much.
You've been waiting a while.
Say hi to anyone.
Hello, everybody.
There you go. Thanks for that. Because I just got off the big bike ride, I'm going to hand that to you, Alexa.
And I'll give that one to you, Angelique. There you go. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Good to see you both.
Nice
Go
to
Mexico.
Go Mexico.
Yeah, 5-1.
Go
Let's hope you're right.
Go Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico.
Yes. Party's on here, Andy.
Yes, it is, and Mexico's trying to win their group as well, so we'll hear from you in a little bit. Adios, amigos. Still to come tonight, a legal battle is brewing over artifacts recovered from the Titanic and concern over a BC Hydro solar shift.
So they're going to underpay us. To me, it's pre-planned theft.
Why solar panel users are amped up over an upcoming BC Hydro policy change. Please stay with us.
I'm Ed Bain. Your full island forecast is on the way, but first, here's a look at weather around the world. Rain in Finland as Helsinki topped out at 13. 31 in cloud for Cozumel, Mexico today. And over in the UK, the heat continues with Manchester reaching 31 degrees.
Weather around the world is brought to you by ComSense Cabinets. Designed for your space, built for your life.
You might think all money managers are the same. But while some give their clients cookie-cutter portfolios, Fisher Investments Canada tailors a portfolio to your goals and needs. Some advisors only call when they have something to sell. Fisher calls regularly, so you stay informed. And as a fiduciary, we always put our clients first. Maybe that's why so many investors switch to us. Fisher Investments Canada. Clearly different money management.
Awaken your senses in a floral paradise at the Butch Art Gardens. Immerse yourself in the sights and sounds and enjoy afternoon tea. Then walk into a magical wonderland at dusk with the garden's night illuminations. Experience the beauty of the Butch Art Gardens.
Being local is special to me because I get to see the impact that it makes in the community and the people who are building the city. Partnering with other local businesses allows us to grow because we are greater together.
You understand when you've been caught in a lie? That's the look that you would get on a guy's face.
Hot Bench. Hot Bench, weekdays at 12:30.
When local news matters the most, CHEK now sends updates right to your inbox. Local news, local events, local people, 7 days a week. Subscribe on checknews.ca. Proudly supported by Bathfitter. Book your free consultation at bathfitter.com.
19-wing Comox was called to rescue an injured hiker on the West Coast Trail today. According to Captain Brad Little, the Joint Rescue Coordination Center called in the 442 Transport and Rescue Squadron to help evacuate the injured hiker who had serious injuries in a fall on the trail near Port Renfrew. A Cormorant helicopter was brought in to hoist the patient to safety. They were taken to Victoria General Hospital. Well, some solar panel owners aren't happy tonight with changes that are coming into effect next week. The policy that allows customers with excess power to essentially sell it back to BC Hydro is changing. Kendall Hansen has more.
What have we got there? 8 panels.
Port Alberni's Bill Collette loves his solar panels. He installed 42 panels in the summer of 2023 and hasn't had to pay a hydro bill for more than 2 years under BC Hydro's net metering program.
Like today, with a nice sunny day, we'll generate close to 100 kilowatt hours of power. We'll use less than 10. So that excess gets sent to BC Hydro for us to claw back at a later date.
But BC Hydro informed him earlier this month the utility is ending the program with a new self-generation rate structure starting July 1st. Here's how it works. If you're on the old system, you're protected for 10 years from when you started, but after that, BC Hydro will pay you 10 cents per kilowatt hour. That's instead of the current setup where you get a free kilowatt of power later in return for every excess kilowatt your panels send to the grid.
Well, today they charge us almost 11 cents a kilowatt hour. And in 8 years from now, they'll probably be charging us closer to 20 cents per kilowatt hour. So they're going to underpay us, obviously force us into paying for hydro again, at least a portion of our hydro. And that's just, to me, it's pre-planned theft.
BC Hydro says since starting the net metering program in 2004, close to 20,000 customers have joined, and the cost of electricity it buys in the summer doesn't have the same value as electricity in the winter.
We have to make sure that what we're paying the customers truly reflects the cost for electricity and the cost for us to take it and then redistribute it and sell it back to our other customers.
BC Hydro also notes the BC Utility Commission decided those pre-existing customers not be grandfathered for more than 10 years.
With this new rate structure, what we want to do is move to a more fair rate for all our customers, because we were basically subsidizing the net generation before, paying more than what the market rate for electricity would be.
Colette isn't buying it, especially after spending thousands on solar panels under the old system.
We did so recognizing that, yeah, it would take a while to get that return, but we've invested it because we are doing our part in climate change and everything that we're all worried about. And so BC Hydro pretended to be a partner with us in 2023, but they're no longer a partner. They've pulled out of the partnership.
Colette hopes there will be an uprising among solar producers, and BC Hydro might reconsider the changes that he says would help convince others to also invest in solar power.
A plan to auction more than 100 artifacts salvaged from the wreckage of the Titanic, including personal belongings, currency, kitchen items, and decor, is facing pushback from the U.S. government. NBC's Kaylee Harding has more.
To conduct some further studies and science.
An attempt to auction artifacts recovered from the Titanic is sinking. A sapphire and diamond ring, a heart-shaped pendant necklace, and a bracelet personalized for Amy are among the 100 items RMS Titanic Inc., the company responsible for overseeing the historic site, now wants to sell. But according to newly unsealed court documents obtained by NBC News, the U.S. government says that would violate the company's legal commitment to ensure that all recovered artifacts were conserved together for the benefit of the public interest. Last month, the lawyer for the company telling the New York Times it believes the law of the case permit the sale and that it is consistent with its obligations. Tim Taylor has spent his career recovering deep-sea historical artifacts.
In your experience, how contentious can a legal battle like this get?
You have artifacts that are worth money, and people are going to want to go get them. You have to put some kind of rules in play, and I think this is where the courts come in.
Following the 1985 discovery of the Titanic wreckage in the North Atlantic, thousands of items have been retrieved. RMS Titanic has profited from putting them on display around the world for more than 35 million visitors. While previous attempts by the company to auction artifacts have been stopped by the courts, memorabilia saved by survivors and rescuers has sold for eye-popping sums.
A gold pocket watch worn by the richest passenger on the Titanic just sold for a record-breaking $1.5 million.
Earlier this year, this life jacket went for more than $900,000, and a seat cushion from a lifeboat sold at the same event for more than $500,000. The global fascination of the ill-fated ocean liner endures, from the big screen, I'll never let go, to Broadway, taking fans on a musical voyage, reimagining the 1997 movie. And this National Geographic documentary, giving viewers an unprecedented look underwater, more than a century after the most famous shipwreck in history.
The Canadian dollar was down today. The TSX fell 191 points and the Dow was up 182. The Nasdaq dipped 110, gold in the red 140.60 an ounce, and oil shed 287 to 70.34 a barrel.
Organica All-Day Protein Hydrator supports muscle recovery and replenishes electrolytes for hydration. It helps balance blood sugar and supports gut health with pre- and probiotics for everyday strength and wellness. Available at Lifestyle Markets, dedicated to wellness in our community.
Now is a great time to help you set goals to help you reach financial success.
Maybe you want to reach that success by making a few updates to your home.
Or anything else you've been dreaming of accomplishing.
A Capital Direct FlexiLine can get you there.
How would you use $80,000, $280,000, or even $2.8 million?
For your best financial health, choose FlexiLine Fitness from Capital Direct.
Call us today.
CapitalDirect.ca. Feel right at home with the Comfort Group.
Whether it's cold or hot outside, you need comfort inside. From Victoria to Campbell River, the Comfort Group is the name homeowners trust for total home comfort. Delivering heating and cooling built for the island climate, the Comfort Group is your local heat pump expert. Heating, cooling, and electrical. Trusted comfort for every home, for every season. The Comfort Group.
Leon's first ever 100 Mega Sofa sale is on now. Up to 50% off select sofas. Over 100 styles to choose from. Don't miss Leon's 100 Mega Sofa sale. Leon's. Now that's comfortable.
Helping Victoria locals buy, sell, and invest with confidence. I'm Andy McGee with RE/MAX Sabre Realty Victoria, proudly local and committed to guiding you home while supporting the community we all live, work, and love.
23rd through the 26th.
Are you ready for more funny?
It's pure Canadian comedy.
I can remember when this face could stop traffic. I was a school crossing guard at the time.
Don't miss Comedy at 5, Saturdays at 9 on CHEK. This CHEK program is brought to you in part by Real Rug Washing by Loverrug.com. Fall in love with your rugs all over again.
Welcome back. A year ago, the City of Victoria announced it would be accepting proposal for an e-bike company to begin operating in the city. Well, tonight we now know who won the bid, and it's an international e-bike giant. Jordan Cunningham has more.
A rollout is coming.
We're expecting to start this summer.
For a little more than a year, we knew an e-bike share program was coming to Victoria city streets.
Yeah, Victoria is finally getting a bike share program.
It's the evolution of modern transport. And today, we found out which company won the bid to service the city.
Why was Victoria such a key market
for you?
It's got a really strong cycling community, strong cycling infrastructure.
Lime Canada will be the city's official provider of e-bikes and helmets.
Lime operates in about 230 cities around the world, and that list is growing every day. We're one of the leading micromobility companies in the world.
Lime is a giant. You've probably seen them in other cities docked neatly at curbside, and you've probably seen these stations in Saanich, Langford, and Colwood. Evo is a BC company run by BCAA and is already operating on the South Island.
Are you guys putting forth a proposal?
You bet.
Just like they promised last spring, Evo did submit a proposal, but lost out to Lime. As a result, you won't be able to rent a bike in Langford or Saanich and leave it in Victoria. Connectivity with other communities wasn't king when it came to the contract.
Major reasons is over time we're going to have physical docking stations come into the city. Physical docking stations are, you see them in other cities where you lock the bike into a structure, and what that will mean is that our streets, sidewalks remain clean and of debris and clutter from the bikes.
Leanne Bueller is the head of Evo. She couldn't speak on camera today, but tells CHEK News, quote, surprised is an understatement that the city went with another provider. Evo's car service currently operates in Victoria, and Bueller says the company hopes to compete again when the opportunity arises. As you can see, Evo's anti-theft tech works well, so too does Lime's. We won't see a repeat of the U-Bike program that was adopted in 2017, the infamous green bikes that could be left anywhere and often were.
I remember seeing bikes dumped on the guards.
Scooters and other options could come to the city down the road, but this rollout is set for later this summer.
All right, time to head back to Fisherman's Wharf, where Ed Bain, no doubt earlier, was cheering for the red and white in the FIFA World Cup, now donning red, green, and white as Mexico plays its final group stage game.
Well, whoever you're cheering for, the entire tournament is just really a ton of fun. And, Jeff was talking earlier about just how there's been no issues, no trouble. And that's been one of the great parts of this whole World Cup as well. But, yeah, it would have been nice to have seen a win for Canada today. But this crowd behind me here is all rooting for Mexico, as you might expect here at Puerto Vallarta Amigos down at Fisherman's Wharf. And we've got a very loud and rambunctious crowd here ready to cheer at the minute Mexico scores. And they're hoping that's very soon. So 0-0 for now with Czechia and Mexico. All right, we are seeing the wind picking up here a little bit tonight. This will be the wind of change, if you will, because we've got some change coming. Futurecast is going to show you that change in bright green colors. The Mexico colors are there, but also the rain colors. So there you can see that large front. It's starting to close in on us here off the north coast, and it'll bring some rain probably by Thursday, late afternoon, early evening, and into Friday for sure. Big drop in temperature as well. So temperatures are going to be much cooler, about 21 Thursday, but they'll fall to about 18 on Friday and Saturday. So that's about 2 degrees below seasonal when you think about where we've been here the last little while in the high 20s. All right, let's get up to the North Island and check out the next 24 hours for the entire island for tonight and tomorrow. So light showers tonight, rain coming in tomorrow morning. Should top out at 15 there for Port Hardy, Port Benil, and Port Alice. Sayward getting around 20 in showers on Thursday. On to the west now to Fino and Ucluelet, getting a wet night tonight with rain building in eventually, and that will be the setup for tomorrow with some wind here as well. Heavier wind by Thursday night, but expect things to be rainy, breezy, and 14 for most of the day tomorrow for the outer west coast. Into the Alberni Valley, things will be wet as well by the afternoon, so rain coming in 20 for high temperatures there. You think that a day or two ago, I think they were as warm as 33 for Port Alberni. Into the east section now, the Comox Valley and Campbell River, some increasing cloud coming tonight, a drop down to 14, and then by tomorrow afternoon, that's when the wet weather will start to come in for that section. So it's a rain forecast with around a 20-degree high for that piece of the island. Nanaimo, Ladysmith, and Duncan still going to see about 21 degrees, but showers will be on and off through the afternoon there as well. So the change is coming for everybody, including the South Island. We're clear, we're breezy here tonight from the southeast. That southeast wind in that 20 to 40 K range, 60 to 80 out on the Juan de Fuca Strait tonight, and windy again for tomorrow. Rain due by Thursday night, but we'll likely see some showers coming in late afternoon here on the south end of the island. Now into the BC map we go with occasional showers for Vancouver in 21. Kamloops, the close call there moments ago. Around a 30-degree day for Kamloops tomorrow, but as warm as 32 into Kelowna. Thunder showers popping up for Prince George and Cranbrook in the mid-20s. On to the national map, and for Edmonton, a 27-degree, mostly sunny day tomorrow, of course. The last thing they need is more rain, but unfortunately they're going to get that by the weekend. So they're headed for a couple of rain days there for Edmonton on this coming weekend. Saskatoon and Winnipeg both looking at thunder showers in 24. Thunder showers into Toronto at 17. Montreal getting showers and thunder showers at 25. And about a 23-degree day for Halifax and a mix. A few showers in 12 for St. John's. All right, here comes the change, and you're going to see it laid out here on the extended forecast. So the North Island gets that rain day Thursday, followed by showery days on both Friday and Saturday. 15 up to around 17 for Saturday, and then we're going to stay around the mid-teen mark for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. A few breaks of sun for Sunday before it's back into cloud and occasional showers by Tuesday. That's the North Island picture. Central Island still around the 20-degree mark for tomorrow, but falling to 19s after that. On Friday, it's a rain day. Shower chance at 60%. 20 degrees for Saturday's high for the Central. Mid-20s, or low 20s rather, for Sunday in the sunshine. And we'll stay around that 21 and 20 degree mark for both Monday and Tuesday in clouds and sun for the Central. On to the South Island. Shower chance only about 30% tomorrow afternoon, but by tomorrow night the rain will pull in. We're down to 12 Thursday night, so a wet Thursday overnight, a wet Friday with periods of rain at 18. Should be dry and 18 for Saturday. Sunday looks like the best day here now, the next stretch for a bit, with the temperature getting at least to 20 and a mix of sun and cloud. And then we'll head for cloud-covered 19-degree days coming on both Monday and Tuesday. All right, that's the weather picture. Still lots of sunshine here. Had to don the old sombrero tonight, Andrew, to shade me from that sunshine. I like the understated look of the sombrero, don't you?
It looks sharp. The urban sombrero in Fisherman's Wharf for Ed Bain. And with that low sun, it'll be good to keep that shade over your eyes. Because, I'm noticing it is getting lower
exactly,
for you.
Yeah. Well, for sure. Plus, you've always got a place to put your wallet, with these things. It's nice and handy. Yeah,
Perfect.
There you go.
Well, excellent. Thanks, Ed. We'll hear from you in a little bit. Well, the delayed opening of the Gordie Howe International Bridge is now an issue in a closely watched Michigan Senate race. Democratic candidate Mallory McMorrow has launched a new ad accusing U.S. President Donald Trump of blocking the bridge's opening. The $6.4 billion bridge connecting Windsor and Detroit was paid for entirely by the Canadian taxpayers. The plan is to split the revenue with Michigan after Canadian building costs are fully recovered. The Gordie Howe Bridge has long faced heavy pushback from members of the Ambassador Bridge's billionaire owners, who are longtime Republican donors.
2-0 pitch, and that's hit high into right field.
Well, the first showdown of the summer between Victoria and Nanaimo in the West Coast League last night. We'll have highlights and more with Jeff and Ed and the Upside after the break.
Do your eyes itch, water, or burn? Are they constantly irritated and uncomfortable? These are symptoms of dry eye. Island Eye Care is your solution for long-term relief. Our specialized InMode treatment is a safe and highly effective solution. This non-invasive procedure targets inflammation and blocked oil glands to restore natural function. InMode's clinically proven technology is Health Canada approved. Regain your ocular health and wellness. Call Island Eye Care today.
Football is a lifestyle that has taken me around the world. Whether I'm playing football on TV or in real life, running the field and a business across oceans, es mucha cancha.
Dad! Can you please stop moving?
I cannot. Remitly helps you navigate the sidelines of life and keep your money in play. Vamos, 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 vamos!
It's Pride 2026. Celebrate with the Victoria Pride Society and great events for everyone. It starts off with the Memorial Drag Ball game at Vic West Park. Queer Lit takes the stage at the Victoria Conference Centre with Pride in the Word, or party with your pet and get your steps in at the Big Gay Dog Walk. It all culminates with the Pride Parade and Festival downtown and at McDonald Park in James Bay. Vancouver Island, you're invited. Let's celebrate Pride.
Whether on the go or on the job, the legendary Toyota Tundra will leave you tundra-struck. It's time to be impressed. It's time to Toyota.
Fight crime without revealing your identity. CHEK brings you Crime Stoppers. Wanted.
Adam Miller is 35 years old. He's 5'10", 150 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. He's wanted for assault with a weapon, possession of a dangerous weapon, and theft under $5,000.
If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. Callers are not asked to reveal their names, and you can earn a cash reward for information leading to an arrest. Crime Stoppers is proudly supported by CHEK and CREST, connecting emergency services in the capital region.
Bladder leaks, medically called incontinence, have become a silent epidemic. Those leaks that we've been told to consider normal are impacting our quality of life. 46% of women with incontinence give up exercise, and 45% give up intimacy. I didn't want to be that statistic. It's why I founded Eurospot. We combine the best of technology with world-class education so you can live the life you deserve. Get ahead of the problem and end bladder leaks, frequency, and urgency.
Celebrate the women shaping Vancouver Island.
Every day I get out of bed with the intention that we're going to be 1% better than we were yesterday.
Leading with their heart.
She taught me that there can be joy even in those darkest moments.
Lifting others up.
I think I support them as much as they support me back.
And inspiring to all.
I honestly feel like we're just getting started. And that feels good.
Watch Inspiring Island Women, Fridays on CHEK News at 5. Brought to you by Illumia Lighting. Still local, still trusted. Always illuminating the possibilities. The Upside is brought to you by IBEW Local 230.
Time to go back to Fisherman's Wharf in Victoria, and there's Jeff King, and I guess we can call it Loss Upside tonight as you're surrounded by the Mexican fans as they are tense, but having a great time tonight.
Yeah, it's been so intense taking on CHEK here right now. Of course, they're already 2-0 and looking to go 3-0 and win their pool. George Milne joins me right now from the Greater Victoria Harbour Authority. He is the marina manager, and this is the place to be, George.
This is the place to be every week, not just during FIFA, all year, like all summer long. Music Friday nights, every other Saturday, music. You know, so much going on, and we're really, I think Ramesh said it earlier, we're a community. You know, there's 125 people that live here full time.
Right, yeah.
You know, there's 33 float homes, 31 of the boats are liveaboard boats all year round. There's just so much going on, from, you know, the artisan gift shops, kayak adventures, whale watching, all the restaurants, is pizza, donuts, ice cream, and Mexican tacos.
Well, yeah, whatever you want. We're at Puerto Vallarta Amigos, and the food here is fantastic. The atmosphere is second to none. You know, how great is it to, for this facility? The locals don't make it down here enough, but they're down here right now enjoying.
Exactly. You know, it's just different parts of the community supporting each country that they're on. But the guys have done so much with the music in the evenings. It's a salsa club down here on Friday nights. You know, it's come down. You come down and just practice your dance moves, right?
Yeah.
I don't have them. Right?
Oh, geez. Hang on, show me that again. We should just mention you look after Shift Point. Actually, stop. Look after Shift Point as well. Scoff Fest kicks off tonight, and there's a free show at 8 o'clock if people want to get downtown.
So as soon as the game's over, head down.
Yeah.
You know, just enjoy it. Tons of this. Island Fest, I think, coming up as well. There's festivals all summer, so just keep your eye out.
I want to see you dancing at Scoff Fest, George. Good to see you. Ramesh is the owner here of Puerto Vallarta Amigos. And are you shocked? Are you surprised? How happy are you with the turnout and the community coming out to celebrate the beautiful game?
Yeah, I'm super happy of the turnout. Like, people from all over the world, not just Mexicans, Canadians, Colombians. People are here and they come to support the sport. They come to support the restaurant or food or culture. So yeah, we're super grateful.
Yeah, nice to see the locals down here at Fisherman's Wharf. I mean, you've been here for a lot of years, and a lot of times it's the people from all over the world that are here, and maybe we don't enjoy what's in our own backyard enough.
Exactly. I mean, we want to welcome everyone. Please come over. Fisherman's Wharf has been transformed by the Harbor Authority and their support. Like, it's not where it used to be a while ago. Now it's such a live place to come and enjoy with your family, from an ice cream to tacos to pizza to fish and chips. Like, there's so much going on here.
Yeah.
Or there's sea life as well that comes and visit once in a while, so you might spot one.
Talk about Mexico 2-0 so far. I mean, this place is going to erupt. Hopefully there's a goal while we're live here. How proud are you of, Mexico City, hosting and obviously playing very well so far?
Yeah, we're super happy that Mexico is one of the host countries, and thankfully we can take part of Mexico here in Canada and here in Victoria. So please come over and enjoy some tacos, some cold drinks, and bring the family, kids, even your pets. You can bring your pets as well. This is a pet-friendly patio. So bring over your pet and come and enjoy the beautiful sun.
Yeah. Lastly, just talk about the stadium in Mexico City, because 85,000 people. It's a spectacle there right now, and you must be proud.
Yes. I mean, that's a coliseum almost. It is beautiful and very impressive. So, yeah, it's a very unique setting for the sport, and yeah, we're super happy of the stadium and or country.
Ramesh, good seeing you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Come down and see Ramesh and his great staff here, Puerto Vallarta Amigos, and we got to get a goal here soon. More goals. Don't forget the hat. More goals, less dancing. More goals, less dancing.
Do hat dance.
Time now for our smile of the day.
Smile of the Day, brought to you by Dr. Ross Crapo and Associates.
After 40 years, we know that changing your smile changes your life, and we're just getting started.
Rising up, back on the street.
There's tonight's smile of the day, and it was a mishap in the Toronto Marlies dressing room after their American Hockey League championship win. Goalie Artur Akhtyamov dropped the trophy into a waiting barrel of beverages, and we're not sure if this is the William Hung version of Eye on the Tiger, but the poster of this video is none other than Artur's wife, who probably got the biggest laugh of them all. Now, the Calder Cup, one of the few things he couldn't handle during the Marlies championship run. He was terrific, and that is tonight's smile of the day. Canada hasn't won a Stanley Cup since 1993, but 2 Calder Cups in a row, with Abbotsford winning it last year as well. Well, gentlemen, Mexico is a special place when it comes to Canadian soccer. Canada's first World Cup event was 1986 in Mexico, and now co-hosts with them this year, and a great time. One thing people have said about the World Cup, it has brought so many people together, and that's what it looks like at Fisherman's Wharf tonight.
Yeah, they got a great setup down here as well. They've got the big screen, and people are enjoying the food. Of course, is delicious here at Puerto Vallarta Amigos, and it's kid and pet friendly down here as well. So keep that in mind. You want to bring your dog down here? That's perfectly fine. Just make sure it's got a green jersey on.
Okay, so you're so well known for being picky at eating.
Yeah.
Yet I know that you're heading to the counter to buy something here.
Well, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah.
I am dying to know what you're getting.
Well, I'm getting the fish tacos.
Oh, are you?
Oh, did I mention I'm bringing them for my wife?
Oh, you're okay. I wondered about that.
So don't worry, I haven't changed completely.
The party's on down here, Andy. What a great atmosphere, and it's just so neat to see that the World Cup has been without, any incidents. I mean, whether it's Mexico, Vancouver, Toronto, good sportsmanship, good camaraderie between the fans. It's been wonderful so far, to say the least.
Well, one thing we saw, Paul Hayson was in Vancouver today. He was there for Brazil-Scotland, which was right after the Canada match. He said it was a wild atmosphere, but everybody was partying, and it was such a great time. So it is great to see him bringing people together. Thanks, guys, and have a great night. We'll see you again. We have much more to come after the break, including a recap of Canada's World Cup showdown with Switzerland. Please stay with us.
Things feel hard right now. A tough economy.
No, I understand. That's okay.
Uncertainty. Rising prices. We all know there has to be a better way. That's why we're introducing you to the new Van City.
You get the next one.
We believe a brighter future is possible, and we're committed to building it. For you and for everyone. So join us.
Take your comfort to new heights with Mountain Peak Heating and Cooling. With professional heat pump installs, dependable service, and in-house design, we are local experts keeping you comfortable through every season. Your home deserves comfort that steps above the rest. Mountain Peak Heating and Cooling.
In my opinion, Vancouver Island is tailor-made for the use of electric vehicles. Our demographics, our topography, the average kilometer usage, All of these things lend themselves very well to driving an electric vehicle, and Victoria is the perfect market for it. It is, I believe, the future. If people aren't quite there yet, we have a number of hybrid or plug-in hybrid options. If you haven't considered Kia Victoria, I would say come see it for yourself. You're going to be impressed with the people that you meet and impressed with the product.
This is my home, my room, my Teddy's favorite hiding spot, my super secret hideaway.
This is my home, where I grew up, where I learned, where I figured things out.
This is my home, full of memories, full of love. And now my home is ready to be someone else's.
I know that selling your home is an emotional time, but people are my priority, and I'm here to guide you through the process.
Summer perfection awaits at the Bayside. Picture oceanfront views, award-winning dining, poolside bliss. One unforgettable escape designed just for you. The Bayside Oceanfront Resort, Parksville. Your perfect summer is waiting. Book today.
Yeah, I hear you. I stopped voting years ago. I read somewhere that they don't even count the ballots. Now, what was that for?
I had to fact check you because you were spreading misinformation. This is why we need credible journalists who fact check information before sharing it.
Got it. I guess I will vote.
Come on.
Up we go. Can't even remember where I read that.
Are you ready, team?
Ready to outrun your trivia competition?
That is a huge number.
Where knowledge isn't power.
Are you ready to catch her?
It's survival.
Don't stop me now. Let's get to it.
The chase is on. Wednesdays at 9 on CHEK.
Closed captioning of this CHEK program is brought to you by Hendra Moving and Storage. There's no move too big or too small. You're locally owned moving and storage experts on Vancouver Island. Final World Cup group stage match for Canada today, taking on Switzerland at BC Place. A draw would give Canada top spot in Group B, but Switzerland scored 2 goals early in the second half. Canada got a goal from Promise David, but couldn't find the equalizer and fell 2-1. So Canada finishes second in the group and will face the second place team in Group A Sunday in LA, with that group being decided tonight.
It's so wrong because emotional stress and anxiety they put you through is unmeasurable.
Fans are fuming after World Cup tickets they bought through resale sites fall through. The vast majority seem to be about industry titan StubHub, but people who bought through competitors such as SeatGeek and Vivid Seats have also reported issues. Fans have complained about tickets that never arrived, orders that were canceled last minute, and problems between FIFA's ticketing system and outside resale platforms. StubHub says it's investigating and will honor its money-back guarantee.
Here's the payoff pitch once more, and that's hit into left field.
A first meeting between Victoria and Nanaimo in the West Coast League last night, and a solo shot by the Harbour Cats' Marcus Nolan opens the scoring in the third. That was his second home run of the season, and 2 batters later, with a runner on, Max Bernal hits his first round tripper, and Victoria jumps out to a 3-0 lead. Now we go to the 7th. Night Owls with the bases loaded, down 4-3, but Marcus Janowski records his 3rd strikeout of the inning, keeping the Cats up by 1. And then in the 8th, Dryden Fuoco with a base hit into center field, and Cade Davis, hustling from second, beats the throw home to make it a 2-run game, although the Night Owls got the runner at third. And then in the 9th, tying run at the plate for Nanaimo, but Pierce Stone with the game-ending punch-out. Harbour Cats have won 7 of 9, 5-3 over the Night Owls. The teams are playing again tonight.
And he goes, and he fires. Ethan Katzberg, does it stay inside the lines? It just does.
Olympic and 2-time world champion hammer thrower Ethan Katzberg of Nanaimo is among a decorated roster named to Canada's athletics team for the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. This will be Katzberg's 2nd Commonwealth Games, winning a silver 4 years ago in Birmingham, England. Also named are fellow hammer thrower Cameron Rogers, the reigning women's Olympic world and Commonwealth champion, sprinter Andre DeGrasse, and decathlete Damian Warner. The Commonwealth Games start July 23rd.
Lane. Chance drops for Dupont to the net. Shoulder save on the goal line. They score!
And once again, a top draft prospect is leaving the Western Hockey League for the NCAA. Everett Silvertips defenseman Landon Dupont, who was awarded exceptional status to play in the WHL a year early and helped the Silvertips to their first league title last month, has committed to play next season at the University of Michigan. DuPont had 73 points in 63 games this past year and is projected to be a top pick in the 2027 NHL draft. Potential first overall pick in this year's draft, Gavin McKenna left Medicine Hat for Penn State a year ago. We've got more to come after the break. Please stay with us.
Now's a great time to set goals to reach your financial success. Maybe you want to make a few updates to your home or anything else you've been dreaming of accomplishing. How would you use $80, $280, or even $2.8 million? Call us today.
CapitalDirect.ca. There are plenty of reasons to go and plenty of ways Jeep can get you there. Because this Jeep Compass delivers 200 horsepower and the roads don't have to be paved with class-exclusive capability. Because premium comfort comes with you in the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and the right technology keeps you connected, even when you're off the map. Get up to $7,500 in total incentives on the 2026 Jeep Compass, or get 0% financing up to 84 months on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, our best offer of the year.
Locally owned and operated, Postings Denture Clinics provides all your denture services. Our in-house lab means you can expect a quick turnaround. Postings Denture Clinics, the smile you deserve. Book your free consultation in Victoria, West Shore, or Sydney.
Van Al Windows has been manufacturing and installing custom-made windows and patio doors that have stood the test of time since 1978. By manufacturing locally right here in this factory in Victoria, you have the choice to pick them up, be delivered, or installation. We also offer double and triple pane products so you can choose more energy-efficient windows and reduce your carbon footprint. The choice is yours. Made with pride on the island for the island.
Whatever your passion, whatever your activity, a lot of your health and wellness goals are riding on your feet. At New Balance Victoria, comfort and performance starts with a proper fitting shoe. Come in for a complimentary 3D foot scan evaluation. We assess your foot width, length, arches, and gait to ensure you get the product that fits and works best for your activities. You provide the passion, we provide the fit. New Balance Victoria, the island's running and walking store for over 20 years.
We are very grateful to have Caring Company. We wouldn't be here without them, I don't think. They keep us on our feet and in the house. And we've had several drivers, and every one of them is just lovely, and they're so helpful. Like when Jenna comes, she doesn't just rush in and clean the house and go. She sits and has a little chat with you. And it's kind of nice to have somebody that's kind of her friend too. They're just really nice people that we're really pleased that we've got in touch with them.
If you're looking to build your dream kitchen, customization is the key.
Island Dream Kitchens manufactures to exact specifications right here in Victoria. Whether it starts from a picture or an idea, complimentary designers work with you to add all the special touches for any space. Dreams can be built within your budget. Design, manufacture, install.
From start to finish, Island Dream Kitchens bring your dreams to life.
Considering closing your business? Have a commercial building you need cleared? Not sure how to get everything sold? Trust the experts at Able Auctions. For decades, Able Auctions has been helping building and business owners sell equipment in a timely, orderly fashion. Just send a quick email to sales@ableauctions.ca to get started, and we'll respond with some ideas and options. Quick, easy, and absolutely no obligations. Email sales@ableauctions.ca.
This CHEK program is brought to you in part by Real Rug Washing by LoverRug.com. Fall in love with your rugs all over again.
Welcome back. Well, Copenhagen Zoo is riding high after welcoming a third baby giraffe in as many months.
This year's been unusual in the sense that we've had 3 giraffe births since March, and that means that all of our 3 female giraffes have given birth.
The zoo in Denmark's capital is part of an international giraffe breeding program. The species is not endangered, but it remains at risk. The giraffe population has declined significantly in the wild over the past few decades, and that trend has made zoo births like this all the more important. And if you didn't know, a group of giraffes is called a tower, and when a wild herd is on the move, it's a journey of giraffes. Didn't know that about the tower. Well, a long way for Canada to have gone. 86 no goals in Mexico, and then 4 years ago in Qatar, got their 1 goal but no points. And now this year they're through to the knockout stage. So Canada will be playing Sunday against the runner-up in Group A. That is our show tonight. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back with CHEK News at 10. Have a great night.
The fun never stops at Wheel. You got it! It's a call!
You're a millionaire.
Wheel of Fortune, Monday to Saturday at 7 on CHEK.
Ryan, what are you doing?
Hey, nothing at all. How are you?
Are you trying to write a campfire song?
No. Let's start.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the stars of our show, Ryan Seacrest and Vanna White.
Maybe I
Okay.
Could be fun. Thank you, Jim Thornton. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you guys. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Ready to wheel this evening, everyone?